Hello everybody. Today I am going to teach you Unit 4, the portrait of a lady. Portrait means picture or photo of a lady, written by Khushwant Singh. Okay children, the Khushwant Singh wrote this lesson about grandparents, grandmother. Okay, see, you also have grandparents, no children? Yes. How you are behaving with them? With love and affection, no? Yes, you should. You should respect them. Okay? You should respect elders, grandparents you should respect, and you should love them. See, they also have lot of love and affection with you guys. Is it? Because they have no retired life. They are not able to do any physical work. So what they are doing? They are going to manage their grandchildren with love and affection. They won't give punishment. If anyone punished means, they won't tolerate that one. They will become angry because they don't want to see their grandkids be in sad mood. So what they are doing, always they want to see their grandchildren in a happiness only. So you also have so much love with them. You want to talk, you want to share your experiences with them, because parents, they are busy in their work. You can enjoy, you can say anything about your school. You are going to your grandparents and you are telling your experience and sharing your experiences with them. Is it children? So grandparents are very important in family because they can follow their experiences. They are going to guide us how to manage the problems of our life, because they have lot of experience in that life. So they are going to guide you guys also how to read, how to play, what to do, when to do. Everything guidance will come from them. So in one word, they are the pillars of the house. They are going to share their experiences with your parents and with you also. Is it children? So they are also very affectionate to their grandchildren. So this lesson written on a grandmother who was so much loving her grandson. So this lesson written by Khushwant Singh. He born on 2nd February 1915. 2nd February 1915 in Punjab provinces, that now it is in Pakistan, that Hadali, that place name, now it is in Pakistan. Okay, he born on 2nd February 1915 in Hadali, that is now it is in Pakistan. First it was in Punjab, but after division between India and Pakistan, that place is now it is in Pakistan. Okay, he was not only a writer, he was journalist. Okay, he was journalist and lawyer, journalist, and what happened, diplomat. He also became ambassador to other countries also. He was not only a writer, he has had love to write the poems and lessons, but he actually he taken degree, LLB degree from London, University London. University London, he got his LLB degree, University of London, and actually he studied LLB. So he practiced as lawyer also, and he became afterwards journalist, and diplomat means ambassador, who is representing our country to in other countries. He did that work also, and he became writer also. See, all qualities he had, Khushwant Singh. He born on 2nd February 1915 and he got LLB degree from University of London. See children, here he graduated from Government College, Lahore. He got graduation. He finished his graduation Government College, Lahore. See, he studied in Lahore. Graduation he completed in Lahore Government College and he finished his LLB degree from University of London. He was a lawyer, he was a journalist, he was a diplomat and he was a writer. And what happened? He was politician also. He selected to Rajya Sabha. He was a politician also. See how many qualities he had. He became politician. He selected to Rajya Sabha. So here he got Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awards. Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awards he got. He got two great awards, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Okay, and he became journalist for All India Radio also. He did that job also. So here children, about him, Khushwant Singh is an Indian writer in English. He was writing in English, Indian, but he was writing in English. He was born on 2nd February 1940. He is a prominent Indian novelist and journalist. He did the job. He wrote novels and he became journalist also in a paper. Singh's weekly column with Malay's 2 words on one and all carried by several Indian newspapers is among the most widely read columns in the country. He was writing columns for newspapers. That so many people are going to read that columns because so much worthy that lines and sentences he written. That was so many people were going to read that column. Singh is best known for his penchant for secularism, his humor and an abiding love of poetry. He is the recipient of Padma Bhushan in 1974 and Padma Vibhushan in 2009. 2009 he got Padma Vibhushan award. And see children, he wrote this lesson, the portrait of a lady about a grandmother who loves her son, and that grandson, he was also loving too much her grandmother. So now I am giving model reading and explanation of this lesson. Open page number 69. Unit 4, The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. See, grandmother means she is old aged only. Okay, because your maternal or parental mother means she is old one only. So, like other grandmothers, his grandmother also old aged. She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. See, when we became old, no, wrinkles came on our faces also. Is it? According to age, wrinkles will come on our face also. Like so, his grandmother also had wrinkles on her face. She saw her 20 years, but wrinkles was there on her face. People said that she had once been young and pretty and even had a husband. See, in young age, everyone looks pretty, is it? That like so, that grandmother was also pretty and she also had a husband. Okay. Or see, in young age, she was also pretty. The people who saw her no, in young age, they were telling her, no, your grandmother was very pretty in young age. And she had a husband also. But that was hard to believe. My grandmother's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. See here, what happened? Now it is impossible to believe because she had wrinkles on her face and that photo, how it means it was very, when she became old, no, that time they taken that photo. It is impossible to believe that in young age she was pretty and beautiful. So he was not believing. That people are telling your grandmother was very pretty when she was young. But when we saw her, when he seeing her portrait, no, it is impossible to believe that she is pretty and beautiful. She wore a big turban and loose fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest and looked at least 100 years old. Her dressing looks, and she looks like 100 years old woman. She is going to use loose fitting clothes. One turban and loose fitting clothes she was using, and that she looks like a 100-year-old woman with her dressing. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or a children. He looked as if he could only have lots and lots of grandchildren. How she looks? She was 100 years old. She was looking in that portrait, and she going to use turban and loose clothes. And if we saw her, no one will tell she was beauty in her young age. And now she had so many grandchildren. Now she had, because now she is old one and she had a grandchildren. As for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child. See, your grandparents, they are also going to tell you how they were playing, how they were enjoying in their small childhood days. Is it? What type of games they were going to play, how they were going to play, and whatever the tricks they are using to win that games. This type they are also exchanging their experiences with you guys. Is it? Like so, his grandmother also going to tell her experience about games, how she was playing and all. But he was not in a position to believe that all, because now he saw only in old days of her, no. So he won't believe when she is going to exchange her experiences. That seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and we treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. When she was telling, I did this dance, this song, these games, this type, when she said she was going to tell to him, no, what he was thinking means it's lie. She is telling only story of any something story she is imagining and telling to us. They were feeling like so, because now she is old aged. They can't imagine when her childhood, they can't imagine. So when she is going to tell her experiences, they were thinking that she is telling story, it seems. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent. See, her physique was, she was very much short and fat, and she was little bit bent. When we will become aged, no, our body automatically it will bend. So what happened, children, that his grandmother was also very short and fat, and her body became little bit bent. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. See, her face was full of wrinkles. So many wrinkles was there on her face. So aged peoples, they will get definitely wrinkles, is it? Now we are young means okay. In old age we will also get the wrinkles on our faces. Like so that grandmother, she also had a wrinkles, crisscross wrinkles on her face. And what happened, children, here? It looks everywhere on her face, every part of her face had a wrinkle. No, we were certain she had always been as we had known her. When these are small kids, when they known her, from that day she had wrinkles. So now they are not ready to believe that she, in young age, she was beautiful, because now her face filled with wrinkles. No, they can't imagine her as in young age. They can't imagine her, because now her face is full of wrinkles, crisscross wrinkles are there on the face. Old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older, and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. They were watching her from 20 years. From 20 years she was in that position only. Now she was old one, and she was bent, her body little bit bent, her body, and wrinkled face. Whatever he saw, no, from 20 years she was in that physique only. She could never have been pretty, but she was always beautiful. See, he is telling she may be not pretty, but she may be beautiful in her young age. He was thinking like so. She hovered about the house in spotless white with one hand resting on her waist to balance her. She was using her hand to balance her body because in old days we can't walk properly. Independently we can't walk. So that time what she was doing? She was using her hand on waist and she was moving from here to there because imbalance will come after the age we can't balance our body. So she was using her hand. Stoop and the other telling the beads of her rosary. Her stoop means bend. Her body became bent and she was using her hand and she is going to put her hand on waist and she was walking because to balance her body. And she was using beads. In hand she was using the beads. See, in old days they were using to say something, holy mantras and all, they were going to use the beads of rosary. She was also using that thread, beads of rosary. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale, puckered face and her lips constantly moved in audible prayers. See, what happened children here? Puckered means puckered, happiness, a state of happiness and satisfaction. She had a state of happiness and satisfaction on her face. And satisfaction. She had a happiness and satisfaction on her face. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing peace and contentment. Serenity means peaceful. Her face looks like a completely happy, satisfactory and peaceful face she had. My grandmother and I were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city and we were constantly together. See what happened children? When he was small boy, his parents went to city. To do job, they went to city and what they did children? They made this guy to stay with her grandmother only and they become very much good friends. When their parents gone to city, that grandmother and grandson, they become very good friends. They were living together, they were sleeping together and eating together. They become good friends when their parents gone to city. She used to wake up me in the morning and get me ready for school. See, he was going to school, no? So his grandmother making him to wake up early in the morning only and she only making him ready for the school. She said her morning prayer in monotonous sing-song while she bathed and dressed me in the hope that I would listen and get it to know by heart. See here, why she was telling that songs means, morning prayers means she want that child should learn. If we are daily listening anything means that will come to our mind and immediately we are going to say that one. Is it prayers and all? So what she was doing when she was bathing and making him ready, no, that time she was going to say the prayers, morning prayers, because she want that child should learn that one. I I listened because I loved her voice but never bothered to learn it. See what he did? He listened that songs, prayer songs, but he won't learn that one. He loves her voice, so he was listening that prayers, but he won't learn that prayers. Then she would fetch my wooden slate, which she had already washed and plastered with yellow chalk, a teeny earthen ink pot and a red pen, tie them all in a bundle and hand it to me. So, see in our home, we are doing now for our kids when they are going to school, we are making them tiffin box ready, school bag, compass box, everything we are making them ready and giving them. Is it like so? That grandmother, what she was doing, she was making him ready, and whatever things he need in the school, that all she was making ready and giving in his hands. When he was going to school, she was preparing everything and she was going to give him. After a breakfast of thick, stale chapati with a little butter and sugar spread on it, we went to school. His breakfast, daily breakfast was chapati. Stale means dry. Dry chapati, hard chapati. He was going to eat. Daily morning he was going to eat. His breakfast was stale chapatis. And that grandmother was spreading a little bit butter and sugar on it, and she was going to feed him. Is it? That stale means dry or hard chapati. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. See how kind she was. She was going to take remaining chapatis with her, and she was going to feed street dogs also. Okay, when she was taking her grandson to school, that time she was taking stale chapatis with her to feed the dogs and all. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple. See, she was also going with her grandson because that is school attached to temple. She was going to temple and he is going to school. Daily morning, this is a routine of that grandmother and grandson. That both they are going to temple and he is going to school. That grandmother is going to temple and he is going to school. So both together they are going out of the house. The priest taught us the alphabet and the morning prayer. See, before independence, that in schools are going on, temples only, that priests are going to teach them that prayers, morning prayers, and what happens that they are going to teach tables and all. The priests only going to teach in temples, and in temple only in little bit space they were going to convert it as a school. While the children sat in rows on the either side of the veranda singing the alphabet or a prayer in a chorus, my grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. See, scriptures means holy write. Holy write. That when children are going sitting either side and they will start to say alphabets, tables, rhymes, prayers. That time what grandmother was doing, she was going and reading the scriptures and holy writings in the temple. When we had both finished, we would walk back together. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple road. See, she was feeding daily to the street dogs, so they were following her. When they came back to home together, that time that the street dogs going to follow them because she is feeding to them, so they start to follow her that she may feed still more. They followed us to our home growling and fighting with each other for chapatis we throw to them. They were throwing chapati, they starts to quarrel with each other. The dog starts to quarrel and they wants to eat that chapatis. So they were fighting and quarreling with each other and they were eating that chapatis. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. That was a turning point in our friendship. What happened, children? His parents, they gone to city now to do the job. So when they settled there, well settled there, what they did, they called back him. And that time, that problem became in their friendship, because there is a turning point in their friendship. They were very much friendly and they were always together, each other in taking food or walking, everything. They were very much close and friendly. Now what happened, children? Their parents, they well settled in the city and they called back him. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. What happened? That grandmother also went to city with him. But they were sharing the same room. They were sleeping in a same room, grandmother and this guy. What happened, children? But she won't go and leave him to school, because the in city school buses will come. Okay. I used to go to an English school in motor bus. He started to go to an English medium school and he was going by bus. So there is no need of grandmother to leave him to school. There were no dogs in the streets and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. See that in cities, street dogs, we can't see street dogs in big cities. So what happened, children, here? There were no street dogs, no. So she started to feed sparrows in the courtyard of the city house. She started to feed sparrows. No dogs means she started to feed the sparrows. And he was going to school by school bus only. And he started to go by school bus means no work for her grandmother. And she started to feed the sparrows instead of dogs. See, this is up to lesson paragraph 5 I taught you, children, and I explained. In next class I will continue this lesson and you read this lesson again. Okay, once again you read this lesson and learn difficult words and glossary of these paragraphs. Okay, thank you.